What's gaming, y'all? I'm Ryan, and welcome to the Board Game Journey, where you will be joining me to play 1,000 games. Now, we already added 12 games to the journey. Shaboom! Can you believe we're already in double digits? And then today, we are adding 3 more to the list. They're going to be compact travel games.
I just want to shuffle these up. It just kind of feels fun.
Now, I'm sure you can relate. You get obsessed with board games. You try to figure out how can you bring games with you when you're traveling, like maybe just to a restaurant or coffee with a friend, or in my case, when I went to Kennedy Space Center last weekend. Let's get into it. First up is Nana. Now, I figured I'd talk about the games in the order I played them. Now, I didn't play Nana first. I actually played Trio. But once I heard there was a smaller footprint of the same game, I had to have it. Nana is an easy game for folks to learn, but the big selling point for me is the fact that everyone has to be actively engaged to do well. You know, some games you're just waiting for your turn or you're doing a little personal puzzle, so you don't really care as much what people are doing, but not with this game. You have to be actively paying attention to do well. The goal of Nana is to get 3 sets of trios, whether it be 3 5s or 3 12s. I just need to get one more set and I would win the game. But instead of telling you, let me show you. Okay, it's my turn. What should I do? So like I said, the goal of Trio is to find the same value 3 different times. For instance, the 3 2s or the 3 4s. Now there's only 3 2s, there's not extra 2s, just so we're clear. Now on my turn, I can only ask one of 2 questions. I can ask someone, hey, show me your highest card, or show me your lowest card. Now you can actually even ask yourself, you're included in this. I could ask myself my highest card. We'll get to that in a second. So for instance, let's just say I ask player 1, hey, what's your highest card? And they show me their highest card is an 11, right? And I ask player 2, hey, what's your highest card? And they also showed me an 11, right? Now, if I happen to have an 11, I can be like, Ryan, what's your highest card? And I can show my highest card. But unfortunately, I have a 10. So not going to help us this time. So I could go fishing into this common pool. Now this is basically on this, you can go here all you want. You can go here, 3 in a row and get lucky and find 3 of the same value. Or in this case, I don't have the 11. I found 2 11s. I can just reach over and see if I can find an 11. Oh, I found it. I found the only 11. Okay, maybe I set that up for example. But in reality, I might have flipped over something like a 1, right? And now in that case, I would have had 11, 11, and 1. Everyone would take their cards back. The 1 would get flipped down, and that was it. My turn's over. But now everyone has more information. They know this person has a 1, this person has this person has 11, this person has 11, and there's a 1 on the table. Now, admittedly, remembering where that 1 is can be a challenge for people like me, but I still have fun. Now, we'll just say I did get lucky. I got the 11. So now I would take the 11, this 11, and this is 11, and then my turn would end. I have what I need. Now I have to get 2 more sets, and I would win the game. So let's say it's their turn. Maybe they ask me, what's my lowest card? So I would show them a 2, right? And they might ask this person their lowest card, and they would show lowest card over here, and they'll show them a 3. So now in this example, they would have to stop. They would have to be like, okay, that's the farthest they can go. Because once you get an incorrect answer, so they went 2 with me, 3 with them, you have to stop. Because if they had a 2, they could go one more time. So you basically go until you get your first wrong answer. So now the interesting part is I happen to have 2 2s. So I know they don't have a 2. So now my question is, does this person have a 2? Or is it over here into the little mystery common pool? I don't know. We'll have to find out, right? Now obviously I can cheat and see they have it, but I wouldn't know that in the real game. So now they would lose their turn. Now they go next. So this person might be like, hey, they asked me, what's my highest card, right? So I showed them as a 10. And now they might be like, oh, hey, player 2, what's your highest card? Now they reveal their other 10. And since they have 2 of them, they go, hey, what is my highest card? And they would show their next 10. So that way they actually ask themselves twice, what's their highest card? One thing to be careful about in this game is you can only take cards from the extreme end. So either your very lowest card or your highest card. That's why it's always good to put your cards in order from lowest to highest. So that way you're always grabbing from the outsides. Now, I have played this game a bunch, and people will always forget, and they always reach into the middle. You just got to be careful of that. That's probably the hardest part about teaching this game. But once you get past that, it goes pretty darn smooth. Nana is a pretty addictive game. And in my experience, once you get past that first game, everyone wants to keep playing more. You usually go 5, 6, sometimes 7 games straight. Usually how it happens is someone has 2 sets and need 1 more to win. They know where it is, but it's not quite their turn. And then someone sneaks the win right before they're about to take the glory. and they just get so they're back in. They're just back in, ready to play. Next up is Panda Panda. Now I almost feel silly doing my little thing with these small games. Now, like I said, I went to Kennedy Space Center. I brought along Panda Panda in my pocket just in case I had a little bit of downtime. But sure enough, my daughter wanted to take a nap, and I busted out Panda Panda, and everyone ran away from me. Well, everyone but my mother-in-law, who I've converted to be a gamer. The goal to winning is pretty simple. You have to collect one of these 10 winning combinations. For instance, if you're going for 3 cards and you have the 3 Ds, you would win. The catch is you have to have exactly that number of cards. So if you're going for 3 cards, in this case the 3 Ds, you can't have a 4th card or a 5th card. You have to end your turn with the cards you need and exactly those cards. Now the reason I'm stressing this is because the A's have a little secret I haven't told you about yet. But instead of telling you about it, let me show you. Okay, it's my turn. What should I do? So I'm currently going for this 6 card winning grouping right here. So I have 3 A's, 2 C's, and 1 E. But if I can just get one more E and get rid of that A, I will be good to go. Now, on my turn, I can do only 2 things. That's why this game is so, it's snappy, because there's only 2 things I can do on my turn. I could pick up a card from either person's discard pile, including my own, or I could draw a card at random from the draw deck. The second thing I can do is just discard a card. So if I want to get rid of this A, I can, and that's my other option. Now, the A does come with a little extra trickiness, which we'll get into just a second. I need to figure out one of those 2 options to do on my actual turn. Now, I could discard a card, but it doesn't really help me because I need to find that E. Now, I don't see an E on one of the face-up discard piles, so I can take my chances, see if I get lucky, and no, I got a B. So that's it. My turn's over. It goes pretty quick. So this person, I think they're going for also this 6-card combination, just the other one than me. They're going for the 2 Bs, 2 Cs, 2 Ds, so they just need a B. So I think they're going to draw this person's B card right there. So now they have the 2 Bs, 2 Cs, 2 Ds. They just need to discard some cards to get down to what they need. This person over here is going for the goal. They're going for the 7 card A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They just need an F. They don't see an F here, so they might draw as well. Oh, they got lucky. They got the F they needed. Now, they don't win automatically. See, the catch of this game is you have to go out on your turn before you go. So your turn starts, you must go out then. That's how you win. If you draw or discard something, you now have to wait all the way to your next turn to actually go out. So now he has to wait, which could be tricky because if I play an A in this case, an A makes everyone pass 1 card to their left, right? And this is the thing. So now they have exactly what they need, so now they have to get rid of a card they actually need. So I might pass my B to this person. Now, they need the Bs. They could get rid of the A, the E, or the A. They might get rid of the A, right? Now, if they're smart, no, they don't want to get rid of their G because there's only 1 G in the game. So they might get rid of the A thinking, hey, there's an A in front of me. I can always pick it back up if I need to. So they might pass the A to me, and that's it. So, conveniently enough, I gave him a B, so he has to get rid of an extra B. They got the A. They need it. So they're still good. So this person's turn, they're probably going to discard the B or the E, and now they would win the game because now they start their turn with it exactly what they needed. And I'm still just 1 E shy. Was it coming? Where's that E? Where's my E? Oh, wait. Oh, they were going to give it to me. That's what it was. Okay, yep. Because there's only 3 E's. Silly rhyme. See? Got to do math. Got to keep up with this. So they would eventually give me the E I needed, but darn it, it didn't come soon enough. Panda Panda just felt familiar to me. I think it's maybe because I grew up playing Phase 10 as a kid. That just kind of reminded me of that a little bit in terms of collecting different sets. Also, there's enough tactical decision space where I didn't feel like it was complete luck. I feel like I can control my fate a little bit. And the bonus is my casual group really enjoyed it, so I liked it too. Next up is Rainbow. Now, this is the biggest question mark when I was reading the instruction book. I wasn't sure how my group was going to enjoy it, but to my surprise, they loved it. The gameplay of Rainbow, I would say, is a little bit better than the other games in terms of the flow. Like, the turns just go so smooth. Everything just kind of flows very nicely. Strangely enough, this game kind of felt like a blend between 2 games I played before. High Society by Reiner Knizia and Stefan Dora's For Sale. Because you're dealt out 14 cards, and those sort of act like currency to win points in the middle of the table. But let me show you. Okay, it's my turn. What should I do? So in Rainbow, you're using the cards you're dealt at the start of the game to bid on winning these cards in the middle. And then these will be points at the end of the game. So I can do like one of 3 things. I could put down 1 single card or a set of cards, like 2 3s, 3 3s, 3 4s, 2 6s, any kind of sets would do. Or like a run, like 1 2 3 4 5 6, or 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can go anything you want. But the catch is, you don't want to put down too many cards because I only have 14 cards to play this game. So once I'm out of cards, the game doesn't end right away. The game only ends once 2 people go out of cards. So I need to figure out what I want to win. I can go for the 6, the 5, or the 1. Because how this game works, whoever has the most powerful cards laid out will get the the highest card, in this case 6. Whoever has the weakest will take the weakest card. Kind of like a la for sale. You're kind of bidding for position of what card takes first. So I could just maybe start off the game with like say 2 3s. And now, this isn't my best hand, but I don't want to play all my best cards now because later on I want to have some strong cards to try to do well at the end. So now the next person needs to decide, like, do they beat me with 2 4s or 2 5s? Or maybe they just go like 2 2s. Because this way, they are just a little bit less than me. Maybe they're okay getting the 5. Now the last person needs to decide. Do they want to like conserve cards or do they want to try to beat it? They could beat us all. They could person go for 2 6s and beat us all. They might go conservative. Maybe they'll just play a single 4, and I'll show you why in a second. So they played a single 4. Now they would lose, so they would get the 1, right? That'd be their points for later on. I won with the 3. I would get the 6 because I did 3 3s, and this person would get the 5. Now here's the kind of the cool part. The cards we bid with now become the next cards that we bid on. So I group the cards up in pairs and then I order them from most to least. So in this case, 2 3s become 6, this becomes 4, and this becomes 4. So now we're bidding on 6, 4, or 4. So once again, you get a few more points for first, but maybe second and third not as big of a deal. Rainbow seems like a winner for me, but I only played it at 3 players. I'm curious how it handles 4, 5, and 6 players. I want to know how the tactics change with different player counts, but hey, maybe you guys played it already. How did you like it at 3, 4, 5, 6 players? Did you guys enjoy it? Let me know. But overall, for the size of the game, it definitely packs a fun punch. But I must say, the size to fun ratio of these 3 games is second to none. They really do a good job for such a small package. I'm not a big fan of the word filler. I much prefer like casual games. Now, because casual games for me are games just like this. They're just low rule set, easy to teach, and just fun to play. Welcome back to the blue screen of goodness. So I just alluded to it. I think I need to change my topics once more. Because for these games, they're great, but I do find them casual games. I really don't see them in the same group as a welcoming game. They're not really a party game, right? And I don't find them to be activity. I do find them to be a game. So I think I need one more category. I think I'm gonna call it casual games. That's what I'll call it, casual games. I don't know why I needed all this. I feel like I needed a dramatic reveal. So this new casual bucket, which are going to be, like I said earlier, easy rule teach, easy to get any kind of gamer into, and just fun to play. This is what we're going to go with for now. So I think first, honestly, I thought Nana was going to take the number 1 spot, but I think it's going to go to Rainbow because my most recent play, I just had a great time playing it. So maybe a little recency bias, but I can see those changing as we continue on. So I think I'm going to go number 1 Rainbow, and then I'm going to go Nana. And then I'll go third, Panda Panda. Now I'm not saying Panda Panda is really worse than the 3 of them. I just had to put it somewhere. And I do think it's, the other ones I just like a little bit better. So thank you again for joining me on our journey to play 1,000 games. You guys are awesome. So, hit subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next video.